1, 2.
It's working.
I hear you, K6MYC. I got the same problem with this power supply. I thought we would have it fixed by now, but Frank hasn't come for a week and a half here, so I haven't had him able to make the conversion to the DC side. Anyway, good evening, K6MYC, Bozo 47.
Yeah, very good. K6US 1079 and 1100.
Very good. Good evening to you, Aaron. I was just getting my paperwork organized here. If I drop out suddenly, you'll know I tripped this power supply. I don't know what's wrong with the power supply. I'm not drawing any current from it. Must be getting some kind of a weird RF feedback that's tripping it. And I'm not drawing any heavy current out of the thing. That's the part that's weird.
Well, and you're using the same radio on 70 centimeters, and you run more power on that band. So if you're not tripping it on that band, then yeah, it's something with the 2 meter IF or something being weird on 2 meters getting into the power supply, because you run a lot more power on 70 centimeters. So yeah, you might be right. It might just be some weird RF feedback issue.
Yeah, well, maybe I just found something. I had left the 70 centimeter amplifier on in the key position, and it might have been keying up also, and that may be what was going on here. It shouldn't have made any difference really, because I'm not putting any RF into it, but for some reason that might have been. Notch on my drive power here to see if I can hold it. Tripped again.
Yeah, I was purposely waiting to bring the stream back up, because yeah, when it when it clunks out, it disconnects from the computer. So I was just gonna wait for you to get it settled down. Yeah, so right now you're at 1%, so it'll be nice and light. K6US.
Yeah, for sure. It's enough power to get through to the guys. It's just that I'd like to run it as it should be run. Anyway, I'm beaming toward the Bay Area. There's nobody down south to check in other than you. And anybody else that's down there I can hear. I think Rob is, he's either getting ready for his operation tomorrow, or he's gone to get candy or something, or he's got another Aries meeting or something here. He won't be in here tonight, isn't that right?
He won't be in here at all tonight or tomorrow. He texted me, so I'll be keeping the list. K6US.
Yeah, okay, very good. Now I'm looking toward the Bay Area, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, K6MYC. Anybody in the Bay Area hearing us here on 222 for the Bozo Net, over?
KLY.
K6KLY. Good evening, Russ. Thank you for being there. You're quite weak, so I'm obviously not pointed right. So let me get you to give me a longer transmission, and I'll fiddle around a little bit here. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I should be at 285. It should be at me. There are 3 or 4 other people here on the band. Again, that I've heard so far, Mike, over.
Yeah, not long enough for me to get even across you one time here. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll talk to you some more. K6MYC, K6KLY. As I said, I think I hear 2 or 3 more people here in the Bay Area wanting to check in. Other than that, we're just doing our usual thing up here. We'll be going down to the National Convention in the end of the week. If Robert's going to be there, we'll see him there. That's about it. How copy now? Over.
Yeah, we got good copy now. I had you on a side lobe, but you're coming in very strong when I go down south toward Monterey, but it might be picking you up on the right-hand side lobe. Anyway, this should be better.
Yeah, well, you're loud and clear up here.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm clear up at 290 too, so that doesn't make sense either. You get a peak on you at 265 and 268, and then another one at 290 to 300.
Yeah, Roger. Well, when you're down towards Santa Cruz and KW6S, you are very loud up here. It must be the way your side lobes are set up, over.
Well, yeah, and I shouldn't have anything serious side lobe. They should be 10 to 15 dB down, so I'm not too happy with that. It may be. I've seen this before, though. It's there's not a side lobe on the other side. If I go more to the north, I don't pick up the side lobe on the other side. So it's the lobes are down normal on that side, and I don't think I have an oblique lobe. But at this point in time, I can't tell. It's been so long since I should probably put the beacon on. Get this thing up on the beacon frequency on Frank's beacon there, and run a pattern check and see what it's doing. Anyway, you're good and loud. Let's see if we should have KD6SOK in here, Fred. We should have WB6JNN, and I think that's about it. You 3, you're about it when Jim PQL isn't here. So let's see, WB6JNN, are you here, Jim? How about KD6SOK? How about you, Fred?
I'm here, Mike. Yeah, you're not very strong right now. You're not very strong, but I hear you. So, you, Mike, KD6SOK.
Well, I'm copying you, but you don't stay on long enough for me to optimize, so... Russ is so strong here, I can't see a good clean peak on him. I have to hear it. Can't see it on the meter, so I have to hear it. And it seemed to be very broad from about 285 to 300. I think I came back a little bit for you, and you came up a little bit. You're good. You're plenty strong and not much different than normal. It's sometimes you're stronger than this, sometimes you're weaker than this. Over.
Okay. How much? By the way, how much power are you running tonight on this band? How many watts?
We're running about half power, so it's probably about 600, 500 or 600 out.
Okay, just wondering. You're solid copy, not super strong, but you're solid copy, so no complaints here. 86, that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got you here, and you're good. Like I say, you're strong enough. Some nights you go down into the noise on fades on 222, but tonight it's very, very, very easy copy. So we got Russ in here, K6KL. I think you guys have some kind of a blockage between you. You weren't hearing each other the other day. Russ, are you hearing Fred tonight?
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. And there are a couple other people out there I haven't identified, over.
Well, go ahead and pick them up. Let's see who you're hearing.
All right, whoever was talking on the channel here a couple minutes ago, come on down, K6KLY.
And K6WIS from Festival.
I hear K6WIS. Good evening, Paul.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Good evening, Russ. K6KLY, copy you 5x5. And K6SOK, I'm copying you 5x2. Good evening, Craig.
Good evening there. It's good to hear you. KD6SOK.
Yeah, Roger, Fred. I better pass it back to net control. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar in the foothills near Festival.
Yeah, we got you're light, but I may not be pointing anywhere close to where the peak is for you. I'm trying to get the peak on Fred right now, and we've got Fred quite strong. You're Q5, but right on the edge. But we'll also look for you on the direct path in just a few more minutes here. We're always light on 222. As you know, we move along pretty quickly compared to 2 meters. Hi. Anyway, good signal, Paul. Russ, give Paul a report and then see if we got some others in there. K6KLY and the group K6MYC.
Very good. WIS, you're about 5 and 5 over here, but I'm pointed at Mike, over.
Yeah, Roger there. Good evening, Russ. You're also 5x5 here, and I'm pointed pretty much directly into the Bay Area now.
Roger. Okay, Mike, there was someone else in there earlier. Maybe it was, Paul would know who he was talking to earlier that went away, over.
Were you talking to somebody on the frequency here earlier, Paul, over?
To Mike, over.
Okay.
I doubled with you, Paul. Were you talking to somebody earlier on the frequency here, Paul? Go ahead.
Anybody else in the Bay Area, come now.
Paul, K6WIS. I doubled with you. What did you say? Were you talking to anybody on the frequency before we started here, over?
Oh, yes, thanks, Mike. I need to relay the Clear Lake stations for check-in N1 PPP and KA6OSX, over.
Okay, very good. We'll take those. Thank you. And that's who you were hearing, Russ, probably. He was picking up the Clear Lake boys there. Go ahead again, Russ, and see what you can dig out there. We're missing WB6JNN. He's usually big and strong on 222, but he may be feeding the cat or sleeping in the living room or something. So for your application there, Aaron, if you didn't hear it, Paul is checking in 336 and 160 in Clear Lake there, along with himself, 637. K6KLY, one last try for anybody else. Go ahead, Russ, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Anybody else on frequency or want to check into the net, come now, K6KLY. Nothing down here, Mike. That's it. Bye-bye.
Okay, boy, you're fading and fading almost to the point of on the noise. Still Q5, but way down, so the band's all over the place. Over.
Yeah, and you moved the antenna, obviously, towards to one of the other guys, over.
No, I haven't touched it since we started here, and I went toward Fred about 3 degrees, but that was it. But I moved that a long time ago. No, it's just a band. You're just going up and down, over.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you go down to about 2-3 S3 and up to 5 and 9. So it's a lot of QSB. Over.
Yeah, it's not me. I didn't move anything. I'm going to start to move now because I'm going to go over to N6RO. So here we go. 7-3, Russ, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow night on 1296. That would be wonderful. Thank you. I'll come back and try him later for late checks and missed. And over there to, let's see here, N6RO. Shouldn't be any Zoom meetings tonight. N6RO. The only thing in your way is dinner. N6RO Oakley K6MYC. Now sometimes he doesn't hear me. You might give him a call if you're still there, Russ. N6RO K6MYC. Over.
N6RO, you in there? T6CL1.
N6RO, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC. Over. I was up toward him there. Now I'm back your way. What did you say, Russ? I missed what you said, Russ, but probably because I was pointed clear up toward Oakley. Okay, N6RO, a couple of more calls and we'll move on. N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 90, and I hope Rob isn't listening, but we're going to have chicken livers and bok choy and onions tonight, over.
Well, you're in good shape because Rob is not here. He's busy doing things. He's got a surgery coming up tomorrow. He's preparing for that. Whatever he has to do, I don't know. But he's also got to go to the airport tonight at some point and pick up his XYL, who's coming back from a trip to the east. So he'll be busy, and then tomorrow night he will not be in here either. So you can tell us tomorrow night what you're having, and it could be chicken livers again, or maybe cow stomach, or something like that, and it won't bother him a bit because he won't hear you. Over.
Yeah, well, tomorrow night it will not be chicken livers.
Okay. I had orange chicken tonight. Matt fixed up found some orange chicken in the freezer, and it was very good.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. Well, it's pre-cooked, but it was good. Anyway, good to hear you. We called a couple of times, but apparently you were in the background there. How was your weekend, and anything unusual happen on the weekend other than continued craziness with the WNBA?
No, not on the weekend. I've got a nasty court situation. Some guy's trying to pin a dog bite on me.
Oh, you got bit by a dog?
Well, he claims to have been bitten by a dog. I haven't owned a dog in 8 years. The guy I won't go into much detail, but the guy is very, let's say, vicious or vengeant in his correspondence to me. So I'll tell you more when I know more.
Oh. It's not a neighbor, right?
Oh, no, not a neighbor. It's an Uber delivery guy.
Oh, and he let it go for 8 years before he's complaining?
No, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago, on the 21st of August, I guess it was. Now, the 8 years is the last time I owned a dog.
Yeah, okay, that's right. I heard the 8 years and I just mixed it up. Okay. Well, still, he's not real prompt about getting upset about it, is he? I would, but I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. That's stupid. More lunacy in this world than we have room for.
Got each other.
Perfect double. I didn't get it. A perfect double. I did not get your comment. N6RO. I did not get what you said at the end there, Canover.
Yeah, the band's taking the stage. I say I'll see you on 6 meters.
Well, you're fine here. I'm still making 400 or 500. I got things turned down a little bit tonight, but 400 or 500 going your way.
Yeah, okay. Now you're a little better. But I've got a carrier and quite a bit of noise in your direction tonight. So it's an uncomfortable copy, but it's basically Q5. See you on 6.
Well, I also wasn't pointed quite at you because I had wiggled the antenna back and forth looking for you, and I left it when I first heard you. This should be better.
Yeah, you're a little bit louder now.
Oh, you came way up for me. Okay. Well, anyway, you made a comment something about the dog and the timing, and I said, and I don't know, and I said something, and I don't know what you said in response, but you've probably forgotten already. Over.
I could make a silly comment, but the thing is pretty serious. As they complain to the Superior Court of this county, and he's going to get a countersuit on that one. It's unjustified completely. It's about the tone of his correspondence. It's vengeance, vicious harassment. But this insurance companies are dealing with it. The 8 years was the last dog that I owned. So I didn't own this dog, therefore I'm not liable. And it happened 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Why did he wait this long? So this is going to balloon in his face. N6RO.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit, but you said it happened two years ago. I heard that from before, but I did not hear it this time. It did not come through. But and why did he wait this long? That's a good question. He's waiting for the infection to get over with. Over.
Well, he claims drastic disability from the fall that he experienced when the dog attacked him.
Well, you say this was an Uber driver?
Yeah, Uber driver.
He got out of the car and helped you to the door or something, did he?
I don't know the details. I was home that morning when it happened, and I didn't see or hear anything going on the property. So there's a lot of fraud going on.
Yeah, okay. So you didn't even call the Uber to use him for a driver. He just was in the area?
I think he was delivering to my tenant out front.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, who knows? Hopefully it'll get sorted out. The courts and the insurance company should jump on that. They got a lot of ammunition from your standpoint. You didn't order him. You didn't call him. You didn't own the dog, and you don't even know which dog it was. You can only assume it was a dog from somebody else on your property, your renter or somebody. Okay. 7-3, and we'll see you a little bit later on 6 here. N6RO, okay, 6MYC.
Okay, I think it was a stray dog, and we have a lot of them here.
Okay.
See you on 6.
Even more argument on your side.
Right.
Okay, anybody else before I move the antenna towards Sacramento? QRZ 222. Check-ins, please. K6MYC. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go up this way to KR6MR. Are you in there tonight, John? KR6MR or K6MYC? KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
Hey, this is KR6MR, Bozo 759, Bozo 759, over.
Yeah, good. We got good copy on you. I guess I just got the antenna on you at the end there. I was wiggling it across the spectrum there. I never know where you're coming from. 759, you're in the log. Good evening and good strong signals on 220 here, over.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Really quiet up here today. Again, weed removal, cleaning up my yard and stuff, and watching television. I got to get my act together again, over.
Yeah, okay. Probably was cooler up there than it was here. We were pushing 96, 97 today, over.
Okay, the high here was 89, currently 82, and it's 91 in the shack, over.
Well, that's good weed to working weather, hi. Okay. Thanks for the 220 contact, and we will see you. We'll see you in a few minutes on 6 meters, over.
Yeah, okay, you're not that strong in here, but you are copyable, so let you go, and I'll see you on 6 meters shortly.
Roger. See you on 6.
Hi, good evening, John. KR6MR, this is K6WIS 5x9 near Placerville.
Yeah, and you're booming here too, Paul.
Yes, K6WIS, KR6MR. Probably interfering with Mike, but you're also 5x9 plus.
Okay, thanks for the signal report there, John. I wish you 73s. I'm in direct beam to Mike now. K6WIS.
No, you're perfect where you are. Very loud, Paul. K6WIS, and I'm hearing both of you at the same heading here. Very good signal, Paul. Way stronger than you were on the backscatter path. K6WIS, K6MYC, over.
Hey, good evening again, Mike. Yes, you're S5 to S6 here. QSB, rapid QSB as usual, but yes, this is much clearer, actually much more signal strength than the bounce paths, Mike, over.
Yeah, a little bit of QSB, but you're very loud here. No problem, Paul. K6WIS, Placerville, K6MYC.
Okay, yeah, US7 to S8 peaking on that, over. So, yeah, conditions seem pretty good tonight, and it's very fortunate that I seem to be getting a frontal backscatter path coming in from John's signal, which is directly behind me, over.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any backscatter here, but you're strong. And a little flutter, a little fading, which you would expect on a non-perfect path, but still a very easy copy. Okay, 7-3, and maybe we'll see you on 6. I just moved the antenna toward the 6-meter antenna toward Nevada, so you'll be the first one I get when I leave Nevada coming toward Sacramento there, over.
Okay, Mike, I'll start off my other HF rigger here up an Icon 7300. I'll tune it to 50.140 and keep my beam pointed in this direction, over.
Sounds good. We should be there in 5 minutes or so. 7-3 for now. K6WIS and KR6MR, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. 7-3 K6WIS is clear on 222.
Roger, 7-3. Upward toward Carson City there, KE7UQL, KE6MYC, over. KE7UQL, K6MYC, yeah.
Here is 272. This is KE7UQL. Over.
Yeah, good signal, Daniel. No problem. Good to hear you. And thanks for being there. I don't think there's anybody else but you up there. I don't expect to hear Larry. It was quite a surprise to hear Larry yesterday on 2 meters. But anyway, back to you and your comments about. I don't think Richard has 220. He's got 1296, but I don't think he's got 220 yet. But I could be wrong. I lose track of Richard occasionally on what bands he does have and he doesn't. I think 220 is the only one he does not have. Anyway, but maybe Larry will be in there, but that's not likely. He said something about his 220 antennas pointing in all different directions last night, so he may not even want to try tonight. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
Yes, Roger. I think Richard only has 220 FM, 223.400 FM, and I was trying to coerce Larry into seeing if we could fix those antennas, but he wasn't taking over.
Okay. Yeah, he seems to have lost a lot of motivation. I don't know. It may be just age catching up with him, a lot of other little problems probably. Anyway, I'm glad you're still here, and one of these days I'm sure Richard will come up on 222. Maybe what he ought to do is coerce Larry into just selling him his stuff for 220 if Larry doesn't want to get on anymore. But, that remains to be seen. Anyway, thank you, and we'll see you perhaps. I don't think you'll come up on 6, but I'll be surprised if I hear you. I'm pointed your way now, so we'll be looking for Richard. I believe he said he would be there tonight, but I could be wrong. This might be his observatory night, his astronomy night. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll be over on 6 in a couple of minutes here. 7-3 for now, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
Well, no stargazing tonight. It's very cloudy, and I'll put 6 meters up for the September contest. K6MYC, KE7UQL, 7-3.
Okay, very good. Very nice copy now. Very light, nice peak here. 7-3. Okay, on 6 meters for later in middle of September there. Hi. KE7UQL, K6MYC clear, and going back quickly to the Bay Area, then I'll be over on 6.
657, over.
Oh, for heaven's sake, surprise, surprise. You made a liar out of me. I said I don't think you'd be in here. Good to hear you, Larry. 657, we've got you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, you're also loud and clear on it the moment for here, so surprise for me also, because usually a while ago I was listening and I just couldn't hear anything, and then Daniel was talking to you. I guess I couldn't hear you, but now you're in there. All over?
Yeah, you're good. A little mobile flutter on you, or a flutter. A multi-path flutter, but still very strong signal, Larry. Good to hear you. And apparently you've got the antennas figured out where to point, even though they may not be jiving with your controller heading. Hi. Anyway, great to hear you. Thanks for giving me an extra check-in here on 222. We've been a little bit light lately. 7-3, and maybe we'll even catch you on 6 meters here. And I'm pointed that way, but I'm going to take one more check for the Bay Area here on 220. And then we'll come back on, and the antenna's already pointed right at you, so I'll be back on 6 in about 2 minutes. And 7, Whiskey Tango, 7-3, K6MYC.
7-3. I was went into a real deep phase there. I did copy your 73, but most of that last was in the noise. So 7-3, Mike, hope you copy me here. I will maybe see you better on 6 meters. And 7WC.
Roger, 7-3.
Man, even I was hearing him. K6US.
7-3.
copies at 7.3, but everything else was in the noise, Daniel. Anyway, you're making the deal here. So, I don't know what it is. I got an awful lot of noise on this receiver now. I think it's just old and tired.
He's got no ears, Aaron.
Yeah, the multi-pass down here is quite strong. I'm mostly hearing them through you, but I'm definitely hearing them down here.
I know you're there, but I can't make out what he's saying. Anyway, so 7.3, so I guess I don't know if you're coming to 6 or not, but maybe we'll see on another man and another night.
Okay. WB6JNN, WB6JNN, late checks are missed. K6MYC, Bay Area 222, over.
Yeah, K6MYC, WB6JNN. Sorry about that. We were taking a walk, and I just didn't get back in time here.
Oh, no need to apologize. The walk comes first, Jim. And I was going to come back and look for you anyway, and you were right there, so they couldn't ask for any better. I came back this way anyway because I parked the antenna more in this direction than toward the north. Very good. Good to hear you. Hopefully you had a good day. It was just under 100 here, got to 97, a little warmer than I wanted, so I didn't do a whole lot outside. WB6JNN, K6MYC.
Yeah, well, it got warm this afternoon. And in fact, the cat and I came in because it was getting too warm around 3:30. But I had to get dinner going at 4 o'clock anyway, so it didn't matter. And it wasn't hot enough to actually look.
Yeah, you took a kind of a funny fade right there at the end, and I lost the last few words, over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I heard that on the that's there. I'm back in there, solid now. Okay, I don't know what happened there. It just suddenly took a fade, like you said.
Yeah, you just disappeared. Anyway, I think you said it was cooler over there today, probably in the 80s, right?
Yeah, I would say it was in the 80s today here.
It was what? Missed it. Say it again.
Yeah, I took another fade there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I said, yeah, probably in the 80s.
Yeah, okay. Very good. All right, we'll let you go. We're going to go over to 6, but I don't think we'll see you on 6, but we'll be excited to hear you if we hear you. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow night on 1296, Jim. WB6JNN, K6MYC, 73.
Yeah, 73, Mike, and sorry that I was late, but it happens. WB6JNN.
Okay, 73.
I got 13. K6 US.
Wow, I'm hearing weak CW in there for some reason. It shouldn't be weak. I'm pointed north, I think.
2.
What was that?
982.
982, but you're not the CW station I was standing by for. Good evening, Daryl. Hang on a second. For some reason, Mike, I got a mental blank. Oh, for heaven's sake, I forgot the damn number, Mike, over.
727 WA6AAJ.
Yeah, I just couldn't bring it up for some reason. I wanted to put you in 1100, and I knew that wasn't right. 727. We got you. Anyway, okay, on the sinus thing, what is this something you're prone to in this time of year? It's kind of unusual because it's not wet, it's not snuffly, it's not runny nose and cold time, and that's when I used to get my sinus infections. Was always in the winter, but you must be, maybe yours is allergy generated or something, huh?
Well, it might have been, but like I said, over the weekend it started getting into my lungs, and I was starting to wheeze because I've got asthma. It's a controlled, asthma, but every once in a while things kick it off, so I got to get some steroids.
Yeah, okay. So you're on the mend, but except for that, huh? Good. Well, good to have you back, and hopefully we'll hear you tomorrow. We need you tomorrow because Bill was not in there last week on 1296, and I did not hook up at all with W6QUI. I can't hear him by myself, and Rob wasn't there either, so all the normal regulars that can work him were not here, over.
Okay, I'll do my darndest.
Okay, if nothing else, just get us hooked up with QUI, and then you can get out of there.
Roger.
All righty. And back up to you, Daryl. Sorry about that. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox course gold. Good strong signal. K6MYC. Good evening.
Oh, good evening, Mike. Oh, yeah, nothing to report, really. We've just been kind of hunkered down trying to stay out of the heat.
Yeah, it is. It was warm again today. We were pushing toward 100. I don't think it got there. It was 96 at 2 o'clock. On the patio. I think it got up to about 97, but that's hot enough. I went back in the house and didn't come out again for anything except watering the grass. Anyway, good to hear you. I suspect we'll hear Dave in here. We will not hear Rob in here tonight because he's busy getting his wife picked up at the airport, and tomorrow he'll be gone because he'll be recovering from his shoulder operation. I don't think he'll be feeling good enough to get upstairs and get on the net.
Oh, no. Shoulders that's rough to get operated on, too. That's a rough one.
Yeah, well, he's had it before in the same shoulder or the other one. I can't remember which, but he's been through it before, so he knows what to look forward to at least.
That's like when my wife got her second knee put in. She knew what to look forward to, but it still stunk.
Yeah. All righty. Well, let me see. Richard, I thought I heard Richard in here. I heard CW in there, but it was covered by other people. The CW station, whoever it was, CW, go again, K6MYC. Again, please. You yelled out a number, but I didn't get it. You're very weak. Say it again.
756, 756. Kilo, Juliet 6, Kilo, Foxtrot Bravo.
Okay, we have you, Darren. But I'm still pointed toward. I think I have anyway. I think I'm pointed where I think I'm pointed, but maybe I'm not. I think I'm pointed toward the north. I was looking for Richard here, but I don't hear him, so I don't know what's going on here. KD6BQ, Richard, are you up there? Give me some CW, K6MYC. I wonder if this antenna is all out of calibration again. It did this once before. It was off by 90. So I may be pointed out to the Bay Area at this point for all I know.
Comment, N5MPD 1129. Card Nevada, KR6MR.
Okay, got KR6MR, I got 1129 Brett, and I heard CW. CW, go again. Perfect double. 756. Roger. Stand by. I'm not pointed at you. Now the CW station, you keep getting covered. CW, go now.
Oh, very good. I heard you in there, Mike. All righty. John's there. Pick up John. Maybe you can get him dialed in just a little bit better. KJ6, KFB.
John, are you copying me? KR6MR, K6MYC?
Yes, I am, Mike. K6MYC, KR6MR, Bozo 759, and copying Darren quite well, over.
All right, well, Darren's not hearing me very well. I've responded to him 3 times. He doesn't hear me. So would you tell Darren I've got him and I'm not pointed at him, I'm coming his way, over?
Roger. 1134.
Yep, 1134, N6 BCH. Gotcha. No, Charlie, what is it, Merrill? I forgot the call.
November 6, Bravo Charlie. You're not real strong, but you're about 3 or 4 S units, so I'm not sure. It's showing you pointing up towards Reno, but you're coming in here to Modesto real good.
Well, that's what I think is the problem. I'm not pointed the way it says I think I am. It started to act up again yesterday, and I didn't recalibrate it. I probably should have. So it's probably just it's running into a electrical limit as opposed to a motor limit. And I'm not getting all the way to the north, so I'm probably pointed more at you than Nevada. But
sure. Yeah, when I first turned it on, it was showing pointing towards Oakley, and then it flipped real quick, pointing up to Reno. So, yeah, I think you got a little bit of a calibration issue again there.
No, I was never pointed toward Reno. You were looking at the old one, the other meter. This one was pointed at 4 degrees north. And it's been that way for 20 minutes or more. So he didn't switch over the controllers until just a few minutes ago, over.
Hey, Roger. Hey, real quick, I'll jump out of here and let you get on there. I've been trying to get into Greenland. For some reason, I can never hear anybody there. And the other day, Brett and I both got into Greenland and already QSL'd with the guy and everything. Yep, running on my little rotatable dipole I built. I was a 5.9 talking up that way. I sure was happy about that.
Yeah, what band?
On 20 meters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that should be easy. It's just a matter of catching somebody on there. Not a lot of hams up there anyway, over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, he's at the space base up there. And so that was pretty interesting, you know. So I was real happy about that. And it's been, band's been pretty good. They're on 15 meters today. I talked for about 30 minutes to, what is it, N1LO there in Virginia, out there on the coast. And, yeah, it's just been great, actually.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad you're having fun there. 15 has been intermittent. I've worked, I got on trying to work some Africans on that band. We never did make it. That we had no propagation, but I did work Missouri or Mississippi or someplace down that way, Alabama or something. the day I got on, a guy came back to me, and he had a wire and 100 watts. So the band was wide open, but there was just nobody on. Anyway, let me see. Brett, are you still here? N5NPD, you still here? Who was that? With a Y? K6KLY, was that you, Russ?
It was Phil.
Radio, okay.
Oh, a WB6GGY, is that you, Phil?
Roger, WB6GGY, Bozo 884, over.
Yeah, okay, very good, Phil. Great to hear you. How are you feeling?
Yeah, you're up and down right now on the setting. It's on your best setting, but we're copying WB6GGY, over.
N6RO.
Okay. I asked you how you were feeling, Phil. How are you feeling? And I got you, Ken.
Doing much better. Going to see the doctor tomorrow.
Okay, very good. Good luck with that. Maybe we'll catch you in the morning. Have you got time in the morning at 8:30, over?
We'll give it a try. Over.
Yeah, we have had propagation. I've been working guys in Berkeley and around the state, so I'm pretty sure we had propagation this morning. We had Mark was in, Bob was in, KB7TT, Greg in Oregon was in, and a couple of others, so it was a pretty good morning. Anyway, good morning, good evening to you, Phil. Good to hear you, and hopefully we'll see you in the morning. Now, N5NPD, are you still here, Brett? Okay, Merle, if you talk to Brett, tell him I have him checked in here. You guys jump out too quick. Okay. I must be pointed to the Bay Area because I got terrible noise in that direction. And that's what I've got on the band right now, terrible inverter noise or something. Now, I've got, how about KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima? Are you copying me, John? Okay, 1179, we got you. Not real strong, but got you. Thank you, John. It's in the noise. I'm stuck here. The antenna's rotating, but it's out of calibration by 90 degrees or so. So I'm not sure quite where I'm pointed. Somewhere sort of to the northwest, but it's way off. And I didn't recalibrate it because I didn't realize I wasn't pointing right when I started here. I should have just recaled it, but I did not. So we'll have to keep it short. You're not real strong. Let me let you go, and we'll look for you on Wednesday, John. KD6WVL, thanks for making the net here, K6MYC.
November 7, Whiskey Tango. November 7, Whiskey Tango. 657. Over.
Roger, N7WT, we got your 657, Roger, 657, Roger, 657, Roger. Probably what I should do is stop right now and recal. This will take about a minute to recal, guys, but that would solve some problems very quickly here. Everybody, please stand by. Please stand by, and I'm going to just recal the control head here. Control head's got its head screwed around wrong here. So stand by, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. K6MYC. Aaron, are you hearing me here, Aaron, K6US?
I'm disconnected. KQS.
Oh, you did disconnect me. Good. I want you to do that. Okay, now I can calibrate. Thank you.
And while you're at it, 1079 and 1100, K6US.
Okay, now I got it running around in the cal mode. 1079, 1100. Gotcha. Well, every now and then, Ken, when I turn it must be, it was on for quite a while yesterday, the controller, and I went to use it last night, and it locked up on me. And when it does that, it may continue to rotate, and that's probably why it gets out of calibration, but it doesn't give me a rotation change in the numbers. So the next thing I turn it on, and it's all screwed up. It usually gets off by about 90, and that's where we are tonight, I think. So I'm rotating around slowly to come around to north, but I'm going in the counterclockwise direction. I'll try to connect with those guys in the north. I heard 249 in there, but I didn't know why it was so weak. I didn't know who it was because he kept getting covered up by phone stations. But I'll put 249 in here. And now I know why he was weak, because I was pointed in another direction there. I should be pretty close now, Richard.
Yeah, K6MYC, 86BQ. Yeah, you've gotten loud again. I think you got pointed at us. 86BQ, number 249 in Nevada.
Yeah, well, we had gotten out of calibration here, so now I can go back around the right way. But the problem is I'm coming around from the south, so now I got to go all the way around again in your direction. And what I'll do is I'll probably stop in the Bay Area. I've got all the other folks in between. So I'm missing the people in the Bay Area, and then I can maybe go up your way again. I heard you on CW several times, and I did get Larry. So if you can tell Larry, he didn't hear me, but he's checked in. I copied him fine, but he didn't hear me respond. Over.
I hear you now, or Mike, you're in there now, N7WT.
Yeah, well, I rotated the antenna around. I was 270 degrees out for you, or 90. I was pointing it at the west, but I couldn't get to you because it was locked up. So I had to go to calibrate, which goes all the way around to counterclockwise to north, and that's where I'm now. But in order to keep going with the net, I have to go back around the other way to get back to 270, 290 for the Bay Area. Over.
Yeah, Roger, I called you when your beam heading showed you looking at Fallon, Nevada, and I couldn't understand why you weren't very strong at all. In fact, you just faded away. But your beam heading on the chart there showed you pointing at Fallon, Nevada. So I figured, he ought to be able to hear me. That's why I called you on sideband. Over.
Yeah. Well, when I have to calibrate, I have to have Aaron, who runs the stream, he has to disconnect the control box, because when the control box is being read by the stream, it paralyzes me here, and I can't do anything. I cannot recalibrate when the net's going. So I asked Aaron to shut it off, and he said he had already disconnected me. So now you can reconnect, Aaron. I don't have to go back in to calibrate again. And I'm just going to have to go all the way around, which I'm going to start to do now. I'm going to say 73's Larry, and 73's to you, Richard. Is there anybody else up there that wants to check in from your area, K6MYC?
Okay, yeah, 73, Mike. Yeah, you're right now on the map. You're looking like you're looking right over the top of it, and you're sounding good. All right, 73. We'll see you another time, and 7WT.
Well, thanks for all the check-ins. Geez, 3 in a row. I fall right off my chair here, Larry. Keep doing it that way. I like it.
Well, I got kind of study antennas, but some of them I can play with there. Anyway, nice talking with you. And 7WT.
Yeah, same here. Great to hear you. We've been missing you. N7WT, KB6, KD6BQ. How about it, Richard?
Yep, 7-3 there, Mike. Have a good evening, and we'll try to catch you on 1296, K6MYC, K86BQ in Nevada.
Yeah, we should hear you. I even heard you last week, and the conditions were quite poor, but I did get enough CW to know it was you there. Thank you, Richard. 7-3. Anybody else that's north before I go? Because I'm going to lose everybody. I got to go east before I can come around. Over. Nobody? Okay, so I'm going to start going around to the east here. Here we go. Did. Now I can call out headings just for fun. This is 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. We're screaming. 200. 210, 220, 230, 240, 250. Holy cow. I don't like to go that fast.
Are you getting dizzy, Mike?
Yeah, who is this?
Alpha Fox 6 United.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm pointed more or less at you. Let's see, what am I pointed at here? 290, I think, or I can't read it. Can't read what that number is. What is that number? Yeah, this should be even better, Lee, over.
Oh, there you go. You picked up quite a bit, although you were perfectly readable when I first heard you there. I heard the antenna coming around. You were counting it over, and yeah, it sounded like you were going to get seasick there.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm still not pointed right for you. You're fading up and down on me a little bit, but we got good copy on you. Rob is not here tonight, nor will he be here tomorrow, because that doesn't matter to you. He's getting ready to go pick up his wife at the airport, and then he's got an operation for his shoulder tomorrow, so he'll be out of commission and maybe be back Wednesday. Anyway, good to hear you. And Scott, Tom won't be in, I guess, because he's still doing the thing with his daughter there. How's the fire up above above you guys there? The one up in the mountains, it's about 5,700 acres, and they got it about 15% under control from what I heard. Is that giving you any smoke down there?
Well, I think you stopped talking there, but for some reason you're all the way down into the noise, so I don't know if the amp kicked out or if you accidentally pressed the button and turned the antenna way off in the wrong direction or whatever happened there. I'm having a rough copy on you there, Mike. K6MYC from AF6U.
Coming around in your direction again. It got into position 2 and it went where it wanted to go. Coming back now. That should be at you again.
Well, if it's not, it's close enough. So stick there and don't touch any buttons, okay?
Well, I'm not sure who touched the button. Sometimes when he reconnects me to the stream, it goes into mode 2. And I might have been in mode 2, and it might have been set up to go to a different heading. It went back to 140 or 150 or something. Anyway, I have little problems this evening. I should have had this problem sorted out before I started, but I didn't realize it was out of calibration. I can't see the antennas anymore, so just walking outside and looking is no good. I have to actually go through the physical procedure of electrically calibrating here from the shack.
Yeah, and I know that must be really frustrating. That does not sound like an easy task to try and figure out a way around. So yeah, that's definitely got to be very frustrating for you. Anyway, it sounds good now, and yeah, isn't it wonderful how computers can make your life so simple? You got to go figure. K6MYC, AF6 United, back to you.
Yep, I'm gonna put the gun to my head and shoot and pull the trigger if you tell me that again. I'm kidding, of course. They are frustrating. It's not well, it is a computer. it's got a little bit of mind processing in this control box, but it's not a computer by any means. Anyway, let's see if there's anybody else that wants to say hello to you tonight. Some of the big guns, AA6S isn't here. Mike is here, but he's not feeling well, so he may not still be here. WA6AAJ, are you still here, Mike? Anybody else is copying, and we don't have WA6OIB either. Is there anybody else still copying Lee over there in Watsonville, K6MYC? Anybody? All quietly, so I guess it's just you and me, buddy, and I'll go back into the Bay Area now and pick up the rest of the guys.
All right there, Mike. Happy hunting, and 7-3, K6MYC, AF6 United. Good night.
Okay, good night. And Aaron, I don't know if you heard, but I did not catch it, but Ben is usually in here, WB6GBS. Did he check in tonight?
I have not heard him yet.
Okay, Ben, we're listening for you if you're there. WB6GBS, K6MYC. Okay, well, I'm going to go back into the Bay Area. I'm a little bit below that now. Let's see if I get anybody out of the Bay Area here. That should be pretty close to the Bay Area there. QRZ, Bay Area, check-ins for 50 megahertz, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie calling and listening.
Whiskey 6, K6KLY.
Okay, got two of you. I got loud signal from Russ, K6KLY. Stand by a second. Russ, who was the other one?
Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu Zulu.
W6WZZ. Well, hi, John. Good to hear you. Missed you this last week or so, but good to hear you. 11:45, and what have you been up to?
Not much. Just hanging out and staying cool in the house. Outside of that, got some racing coming up this weekend, so locals here. So I'm doing some road rides out in the heat, so I get used to it. So.
Okay, well, I must be pretty closely calibrated. I moved more toward the right direction for you when you came up, so this should be a little bit stronger for you. Not that you needed it, but I just had to recalibrate the whole system, and sometimes it's close when it's done, but it's just sometimes off 5 or 10 degrees. Anyway, you're sounding pretty good here. Okay, on the racing coming up this weekend, where are you going for that?
It's up in Roseville, about an hour and a half away.
Oh, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, I'll have some shade up there, but it's going to be a big event, so it's a lot of fun. I'll be enjoying it.
Are you road racing or round in circles?
Kind of round in circles. It's BMX, and it's bicycle motocross. It's just like when you see motocross on TV, it's just like that, except bicycles, and our legs are the pedals, are the motors.
Yeah, got it. Okay, I've never seen one of those, actually. I've watched a velodrome a lot, but we used to have a good velodrome activity when I lived in the San Jose area. There was one pretty close to us. So I watched a lot of those, but I never watched, I don't know if they were even doing BMX on the bikes at that time. That was like 35 years ago. And the littler bikes, little hot ticket jumping around bikes were not real prevalent yet at that point. Anyway, good to hear you, and thanks for calling in here. Good luck this coming weekend. Maybe we'll see you on Wednesday. W6WZZ, K6MYC.
Hi, John.
Hi, Ken. W6, let's see, N6MYC, W6WZZ.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, Ken.
Oh, K6MYC N6RO. Nothing new to report since 222. I was hearing the Nevada stations very, very loud here. I have two antennas. One's going to Nevada, one's going to you. So it's propagation is pretty good tonight. N6RO, see you on 1296.
Yeah, you're talking about the Nevada stations on this band or 222?
This band, just half an hour ago.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, let's see. That was Larry, and Larry hasn't been checking in regularly. All of a sudden, Larry came back to life. That's N7 Whiskey Tango, and he's in Gardnerville, Nevada, DMO 8. He's a good one if we could get him on for the contest. The other two guys that we always work are in DMO 9, but we've been missing DMO 8 since Larry is the only one that is active from there on VHF. Over.
Yeah, right. Well, we have to twist his arm on the contest day.
Yeah, well, I've got him. He's back to active again now. Maybe we can just keep him that way. He doesn't have very good ears on 222, so you really have to be loud. But he's working okay on the other bands. But he seems to have more trouble hearing me than I have with him, and I'm always outrunning him for power. So it's just he may have local noise, or I'm not sure. But 220 is really weak. He loses me, and he's still 5-5 here. So anyway. Not to worry. We can always find a QSB peak in the contest times there. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow on 1296, Ken. Hopefully you enjoyed your chicken livers and bok choy.
They're calling me right now.
Oh, I hear them. You better go. N6RO, K6MYC, nighty-night. Okay. I'm pointed up that way. Anybody want to check in, come now. Okay, 6MYC. Oh, I got Russ standing by. Russ, I'm sorry. Let me come back your way. K6KLY. Maybe you can drag a few more out of the woodwork there. K6 Kilo Lima Yankee. K6MYC. Thanks for standing by. No, he didn't stand by. He left.
AB6SR.
Yeah, good evening, Stan. I figured you'd be in, and we also should hear Chris. I talked to him yesterday, I think, on one band or another, 2 meters, I guess, and he said he would try to make it tonight. Anyway, 807, we got you, and not much new to report here. It was about pushing 100, didn't quite get there, but it was 97. So who could quibble about 3 degrees or more, or less? AB6SR and Los Gatos, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, AB6SR 807. Okay, Mike. About 83 here today. Not too hot, but feels hot this evening. Noise level much higher tonight, but I can copy you okay. Haven't heard anybody else locally. Russ was down towards the noise level, but I could hear him okay. So let's see if Chris is about. If he doesn't get through to you, I can send a relay. Anyway, back to you, AB6SR, K6MYC, AB6SR.
Okay, I was going back and forth to try and find a peak on you, but there's so damn much QSB on the band, it's hard to do that. AB6SR, K6MYC. How about KA6UYH? Chris, are you in here?
Chris, are you about? Don't hear Chris, Mike.
Okay, well, let's see. I don't remember what Gary told me, but Gary must be on vacation because he was consistent every night on every band in here. All of a sudden, he hasn't been here for a week. So he must be traveling somewhere. I think he must have told me that he was going north and all around the country on a vacation. And I just can't remember. I lose track of who's vacationing where. But anyway, well, let's see if Gary's in here. WB6WNI, Gary? Nothing from Gary. Anybody else in the Bay Area? K6MYC Bozo Net, Bay Area?
K6KLY, you're not quite peak this way, though, over.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I'm pointed with respect to you. I called you back, but I let you go for quite a while there. Thanks for coming back. I was just going to have you call see if you could drag anybody else out of the woodwork. We're missing KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie Mike in Daly City. KB6 WFC. Mike, are you here?
Anybody wanting to check into the Bozo Net, come now.
Don't hear anybody else, Russ.
Yeah, I got WB6JNN that's trying to check in, over.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that's good. I don't hear him, but he's got a very low, poor 6-meter system. So that's good. WB, tell him I got him checked in then, but I'm not hearing him. Oh, I got so much noise that I couldn't hear him unless he was S5, over.
Roger, he says he's not hearing you either, but you're checked in, JNN, and yeah, I'm running an S5 noise level tonight, T6KLY. Okay, well, if I went down to that level, Mike would never hear me.
No, I heard you. I was just optimizing. I went back to 283, 284, where you're normally pretty much peaked. But I'm not sure about this one because it's just been recalibrated here. So I could be off 4 or 5 degrees. Anyway, you're sounding good, and thanks for coming back in and staying with me till the end here. I'm going to go south. I don't think we'll have anybody down in the southern part of California or in the Lake Isabella area, but you never know. Larry, N7 Whiskey Tango, surprised me tonight from Gardnerville, so I'm ready for any more surprises. 7-3, and hopefully we hear you tomorrow night on 1296. That's the biggie. We're always trying to get to 30 there, over.
Yeah, right, Roger. I'll see you tomorrow night, T6KLY.
All right, good night, K6MYC Bozo Net. Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to head south here toward the Southern California area. I don't think there's anybody down there, but you never know. Okay, QR's head south from the Mexican border north. Delta Mike 12, Delta Mike 13, Delta Mike 3, Delta Mike 4, Delta Mike 14, DMO 5, and DMO 6. We'll even take DMO 6s if they're in there. WA6OIB, are you here tonight, Ken? Now that I'm pointed at you, you might be able to hear us 7 miles from here.
KC5, DTU, Bozo 712, and DMO 6.
Oh, hey. Did you just get to the shack?
I was sitting here doing some other stuff, and the time slipped past me, so I just turned the radios on and got in there.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't miss you. You just didn't have the radio on. Okay, good. Good signal. And we're done with the net here. You were the last one to be heard, and I expected nobody. I'd forgotten that you hadn't checked in. Usually you check in early, and so I wasn't thinking about you when I went back south here. I was always hoping that KB6 Whiskey, no, KB6 Rick down there, KB6 Bozo 61, KB6W. Oh, for God's sake, I can't bring up his call. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. I thought he might be in here one of these days. He's just got to get his quad working or whatever it is he's got there for 6. So one of these days he'll check in again.
You mean RQU, I believe it is. I think. But anyhow, I'm here. I was doing some paperwork and just noticed the time, so better late than never.
Yeah, fine. KB6RQU, yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I got it just before you said it. It came in to my head also. By the way, on a separate subject, have you been following any of the local politics there and all the crap that's going on in Pixley with their hydrogen-powered electric plant and all that, over?
Negative. When our eyeball QSO was the first I'd heard of it.
Okay. Well, I'm still trying to find out more details and more scientific details on what it is all about, how much power it puts out, and how physically large it is, and just general ideas. So, because it's something new, and I haven't heard it talked about very much, and I thought it would be something that some of these AI plants could use, but I haven't heard of them using hydrogen-powered systems either. And there are a lot of the folks that are doing AI are having to put their own electrical systems in. Anyway, I'm just keeping my ear to the ground. I'd like to know more about that thing technically. But boy, what a hassle! There's 1,000 trucks an hour go by there, and the trucks stop at Pixley, and they were worried about the 3 or 4 trucks that are going to be bringing in equipment for a week or so while they bring in all the parts to build that hydrogen thing. They were thinking it's going to really disturb the carbon footprint. So that's how it got shot down over. What is a bunch of stupid people. You can't fix stupid. That's more than stupid. That's dumb stupid.
Yeah. Well, I heard an interesting analogy on the whole subject today. They said if the Democrats are up in arms like they are against it, that should answer your questions about it. But I do have one source that I can ask and see what they know, and I'll get back to you on it.
Yeah, okay. Well, anything you can find out about it, fine. I can't do a lot of research myself, but I'm sure AI has something on it. I just haven't had time, and I didn't want to bug Matt with the thing. But I was waiting. Maybe Frank and I can settle in on it tomorrow if he gets here. He still hasn't been here, a bad back and bad teeth, and he's just still not up to par. Anyway, good to hear you. The craziness goes on, as you've heard, and then the closer we get to this election, I'm bored with it now, and frustrated with the Democrats and the BS that we're hearing from the people that don't want to really admit they're DSA members.
Yeah, Roger that. But they're slowly but surely being smoked out. But anyhow, I'll get a hold of the source that I got just the right guy that's got some good. He's got a website, and he uses AI to do a lot of stuff for him. And he's got some good AI search programs, so I'll get him to see what he can dig up on it, and I'll get back with you.
Yeah, okay. Another piece of information. I know you got plenty of stuff to do, but let me give you one more. I worked a guy this morning. He was been living in the area for many years. He's been here for 40 years, but he's obviously from Russia or somewhere over there. He has a very strong accent, but he lives up in Berkeley. But he was telling me about a website that he really found quite interesting. It's UNZ or UMZ. It's Ultra Uniform Mike Zulu or Uniform November Zulu.com. And he said the guy that writes it is very, very thought-provoking and has a lot of good points. I thought you might just spin by there and give it a read and see if it's all BS or what it is. It's not democratic, but I don't know what side it's on exactly. Anyway, he found it to be a very useful website, and he seemed to be more or less tuned up to our way of thinking. He just doesn't think much of Trump. He doesn't think Trump knows anything about what he's doing, and I have to laugh when I hear that, compared to all the other people out there about running a country and doing all the things that he's doing and all the balls he's got in the air, and he doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, right. I'd put him against 100,000 other people that I'm pretty sure that he'd come out pretty close to the top in every case. He sometimes makes a strong decision, and I'm not in 100% agreement on what he's dragging his feet on right now. He has got to have a reason for dragging his feet right now, and he's trying to make them collapse economically. But they say we're not going to collapse economically. We're going to just stay here till hell freezes over, and we don't care. You can pinch us off to nothing, and we'll still stay here and fight you. because we're bound and determined to destroy Western civilization, and we're winning. Over.
All right. Okay. Just for verification, that's Uniform Mike Zebra?
It's one or the other, and I can't remember. I didn't write it down. And he just said it, UNZ or UMZ. So it's Mike or November in there. Over.
Roger, Roger. I'll check both. Well, all of those folks that think things are going to remain the same, I wouldn't want their money, that's for sure. But things are moving, and depending on what Laura has cooked up for me here, I might try and do another eyeball QSO and maybe head up your way.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I don't have anything going except for a Wednesday night thing with the family. But you're certainly welcome up that day, and you're even welcome to bring Laura up for dinner if you want to do it on Wednesday. But otherwise, I don't have any other commitments through the week here.
Roger. Okay. Well, I won't hold you up, and I'll get on this and let you know what I come up with.
Okay. I was going to say something else about it, too. What was it? Something else there came up. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Yeah, it's not coming out at me. Well, maybe I'll get it tomorrow. I'll see you on 1296 tomorrow, and if you can get up just any time, I don't need much of a heads up on it. Only just a call if you're all of a sudden get free for a few hours, or you just call me and head on this way. And I just can't see anything that's going to get in the way of anything. I don't have anything planned for the rest of the week. Over.
Roger, Roger. Okay, will do. And I'll go ahead and let you go ahead and clear from the net there, and I'll be in touch.
Thank you, Kerry. Let's see. Anybody else hearing me and wants to check into the 50 megahertz Bozo Net, come in now. Otherwise, I'm going to shut her down for the evening. K6MYC Bozo Net. I've been blasting RF down south and nobody's coming back, so I guess we're done. This is K6MYC Bozo 47 in Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, closing the net on August 17, 2016. Good night, all. Good night, Aaron. Thank you.
Yeah, you got 18 on 6 meters, and let's see, 13 on 222.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep, and I'll send them off to Rob, and then if I remember, I'll try to remember to take write down everybody tomorrow night. But yeah, worst case, Rob said he'll listen to the stream, but I'm trying to make it so he doesn't have to do that. But I don't know if he's sitting there in agony. I guess he just he wants to listen to he wants to listen to us talk on the net, I guess, while he's recovering. So I'm trying to save him from that.
Well, I don't think he wants to miss too much of it. A little bit of it's redundant, but what was I going to tell you? Something. Oh, I think we should write this up somehow so that it gets in front of the ARRL. Who is Rob sending all the Bozo Net information? I mean, all the check-ins to? Is he sending a copy to ARRL?
No, it goes to an email listserv, that some of us that are involved with, the Southern California group and some of us up here in the Northern California group kind of monitor. So it kind of stays within our group of people here in California. I don't think it really ventures too much farther beyond that.
Okay, well, when Jim gets back, W6PQL, maybe we can have him write it up and put it on the website. I'd like to put it on there because it's a noteworthy thing. and that was the check-in that we did, the long distance relay. We had WA6LOL 856 checking in via the moon on 2 meters to W6 Bravo Victor Bravo. I think that's Vlad's call down there, and his Bozo number's 11 something or something. I don't remember it, but we can look it back up again. And then Vlad called me on 2 meters on the Bozo Net frequency, and passed on 856, was checking in from Sonora, but the check-in and the relay went through the moon and back to LA area and then back up this way. That's got to be a first, and it's got to be a world record. Over.
Yeah, that was that was definitely one way to check into a net. That was pretty funny, and of course they won't be able to keep that up because the moon's not always going to cooperate. But yeah, they need to try to do that at least once a month.
Yeah, well, you have to catch it when the moon is just coming up at net time, and that's a little tricky. But like you say, it should occur once or twice a month. Anyway. That's noteworthy. If nothing else, it piques people's interest, even if they can't do it. They should be able to basically understand what happened, and we should also see that the moon bounce is not just a flagrant thing. It actually can be used for relaying net check-ins and stuff, along with general communications. Anyway, it's a classic, and even the guys at ARRL should perk up their eyes on that. If we write it up in the Bozo Net, maybe we could send a short copy of that note that we're putting on the Bozo page to them just as an email. I think they'll get a kick out of that. If they don't that doesn't spur up some interest, then we've lost ARRL anyway. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, we definitely need to keep the VHF UHF bands busy over here because the East Coast keeps showing us up sometimes. So let them know we're here every week. Not just 3 times a year.
That's for sure. Well, we're doing pretty good on 2 meters. We hardly ever fall below 40, and we're always pushing 45 or so. And if we had even close to the most check-ins we could be getting, we would be in the 55 range. We usually have 5 or 10 guys that miss for some reason, or forget, or can't make it, or on a trip, or 60 other things. So there's always, I could always bring up 5 to 10 calls that could have checked in that would have been easy if they just checked in. And we still get 43 to 45, so that's a big net. And of course that goes without saying. Most radios have 2 meters. More guys have 2 meters, and 2 meters in the air than any other band, even 6, I think. But anyway, I'll let you go. I just thought I want you to remind me when Jim gets back, we can regurgitate that action, and maybe we can duplicate it again with Vlad down there. He seems to get a kick out of it. And it's only disturbed, the whole thing was only disturbed by very poor propagation that I had from Vlad. He was going up and down on me, and he had multipath and an accent. You mix multipath with a Russian accent and sometimes weak signal stuff, and I wasn't getting. I got the Bozo number, but I didn't know why he was passing it on. But the number was passed, so it was a legitimate relay check-in. Anyway, and it's probably regurgitatable on the live stream. I'm sure we could go back and dig it all up, and it might be easier copy for some younger ears to hear what Vlad was telling me. Somebody got it. I think somebody finally relayed it to me. Anyway, good night for now, Aaron. Thanks for help this evening. Looks like we're recalibrated here on 6 again.
5 DTU.
Yeah, go ahead, Kerry.
Okay, I found that it's UNZ, Uniform November Zebra, And oh boy, I'll talk to you about it on the Twisted Pair. Interesting.
Yes, I am. You can give me a call now. I'm not doing anything, so I'm open now if you want to do it. See you later. See you later, or in a minute, one or the other. Good night, Rob. Good night. Take care. KC5DCU and WK6US, K6MYC. Bye-bye.
Good night, Mike. We'll catch you on 1296 tomorrow, K6US.
Roger, roger.